Good evening. This is Python for Tweens part 6, and in this part we'll be looking at how to take input. Now, if you look at what we've tried to achieve in the previous section, we looked at writing your name with code. I hope you've been able to achieve that. If you've not been able to achieve that, just comment under the video and then I'll show you how to do it. So change the name to square underscore angle, and this is it. And then note two things have changed. We're asking the user in the command line to enter the length of the square, and then we're asking them to enter an angle. So when we run the program, we're waiting for it to come up. Okay, so it has hung. Well, now that it's waiting for input, so I'll say 290 because it's a square we're doing. And that will print this. So as you can see, the program takes in input. So the next thing we're going to do, if you're going to look at the turtle.text input function, now what this function does is that it pops up a window dialog for the input of a string, and it allows us to take input from the part of the string that we can see, unlike the other one where we were taking it from the shell. So I'll open the template I will be working with. When this series is done, everything will be on a GitHub repository, so you can have access to it. For now, just try and follow. Video series, template, text underscore input, file, save as. Text input. Okay, good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the input from the user and then print out the name to the console, and then watch how this works. So taking input, print the username. So when we run it, okay, we have an error with our Python, something is wrong. So let me close Python and then run it again. Okay, so let me enter my name. My name is you can see my name appears here. Okay, so that's all the slides. And then now, if you click on the cancel button, which cancels the operation, you get none. So we're going to write on the canvas itself. This is the canvas. We're going to write on it. So the canvas is left aligned and the turtle remains stationary after writing. Now this is the code. The code is the argument. The argument is the text we want to write. Move is if the turtle moves to the end of the text. Align is left, center, or right. Now we can set a font as a tuple. A tuple is basically a way to store information. So we're going to rename template.py to write_turtle. So let me open template.py. And let me store it as save as now the next thing that happens is I'll just take this code and copy it. Now note that when the code is done running, I hide the turtle. So let me close this one. Close this. Yes, I want to kill it. Come here. Okay, so let me just align the turtle to right properly. Okay. Okay, good. Hello. Okay. Okay, so we're going to use turtle text input and the right method of turtle to write a program to display your name at the center of the screen. Okay, because of listen, I think I can do it right now. Let me just check how long we've been recording for. We're recording for 8 minutes, so not up to the 10-minute mark. So let's quickly go. Set turtle to right turtle.text input. So let's open the previous one. So the turtle.text input is here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just basically combine turtle dots into a variable. Now a variable is basically a storage location for information. We use it to store information. So we're going to combine the two into a variable. So let's call this think it. Okay, homework 6. So I'll open template and then just call it homework 6. Open template, file, save as. You can always rename it homework 6. Now what happens with that is we'll just combine the two together. So what we're going to do quickly is come down to portion. I forgot to show line number. So come on to the portion where we show line numbers, and then we total of right. You can do all this. And copy now. It asks us to show our number, our name, sorry. So we need to ask the user to enter our name and then store it in a variable. So we check text input, and that's how text input works. And then, so think of it like Lego blocks. I'm just building Lego blocks to work. And then rather than put hello there, I'll put name, and then save, run. So that's it. Let me just quickly check how much. Okay, it's running. So it's going to pop up the text input box. So I'll say trust, and it will write my name out. So with that, we come to the end of this class. I want to thank you very much for watching. Have a great week ahead.